What's up, CFO gang? It's your boy J Tuck. Real Cowboys fans, stand up. And yo, today I want to talk about a question I'm being asked frequently after Sunday's game is, yo, Tuck, should we as Dallas Cowboys fans be concerned about what we are seeing in the red zone? And not to ruin the video, but quick answer, you absolutely should not be. One, the Dallas Cowboys aren't bad in the red zone. So it's kind of a thing where when you've been running through the New York Giants and the New York Jets like Godzilla, right? The way we've been running through New York, there's always going to be areas of improvement, but make no mistakes about it. It's not like the Dallas Cowboys have been horrible in the red zone. I mean, we scored 5 touchdowns in week 1. So it's not like this thing where the Cowboys are struggling. And if you look historically through Mike McCarthy's tenure of being a play caller, he doesn't struggle much in the red zone. But I wanted to drop this video real quick because a lot of people have been asking me this question. So let's go ahead and get into a few plays. So on this first play right here, you'll see Jalen Tolbert come into motion. And, you know, what you'll see is that they recognize it's a blitz. You have man-to-man coverage, right? So you have Jalen Tolbert coming on this crossing route right here. Also, CeeDee Lamb, who fully cooked this boy up top, right? Yeah, CeeDee Lamb, watch CeeDee Lamb up here, man. Got, you know what I'm saying? CeeDee Lamb fully up there, cooked that boy. But what I like is Dak felt the pressure and he just got up out of there. And that's something I've been very vocal about when it comes to Dak Prescott is use your legs. Now, I will say this, use your legs, Dak. Dak, I love you, my guy, but I don't want to see this. I don't want to see not another play of this. Like, this is NFC Championship, go to the Super Bowl, season on the line type play, not versus the New York Jets in week 2. Man, I almost threw up when this play happened, right? But I feel like Dak using his instincts and realizing the pocket's collapsing and just getting up out of there is an aspect of his game that was kind of truly missed under Kellen Moore's offense. Like, he was sprinkling the run every now and then, but you see him just quickly say, you know what? It's not there. Yeah, you have Rico. He kind of steps up to pick up the blitz. Good job by Rico. Terrence gets cooked on the outside edge a little bit, but the pressure's coming, right? So Rico and Terrence are kind of struggling. Dak is like, hey, ain't nothing there. He could have hit this slant with Jalen Tolbert. He says, know what? I see a crease. I'm up out of there. I'm up out of there. But this can't happen. Dak, you got to slide, bro. Please slide. I almost threw up. My season just flashed before my damn eyes. Just go down, bro. You are too valuable to letting this happen right here. But like I said, just the natural instincts of Dak Prescott to realize, let's get up out of there. Now, on this play, you'll see an inside handoff to Tony Pollard. And like I said, Tony Pollard, he always has a burst, right? Even though Tony Pollard is a smaller running back, right? He definitely runs with the burst. Now, here's the conversation which we'll have as we go through the film. Who is going to be the guy that's going to make your body sore? What I mean by body sore is that as a defender, when you're tackling someone who was a battering ram like Ezekiel Elliott used to be, for you older Cowboys fans, y'all remember Brandon Jacobs, who used to play for the New York Giants, and Jerome Bettis, the list goes on and on. That wears you out throughout the course of a game, right? I feel like what the Cowboys are going to have to find out is who is going to be that guy. And for me personally, he's right there. He's right there. That's Hunter Luepke at the fullback. So I would like to see Hunter Luepke get a lot more carries. We saw what he was able to do week 3 of the preseason game. He is the type of guy that's just going to be a punishing running back. But on this play right here, it come out in 23 personnel, and you'll see something that you have Tyron Smith and also Terrence Steele lined up on the same side. So you have Steele right here, then you also have Tyron right there, then you have Zach Martin, and then you have your tight end right here. So, you know, what you'll see on this play is that, you know, Tyron, I love you, bro, but he fully just gets whooped right here by Quentin Williams. He's whipping right there. There's really nowhere for TP to run. Like Tyron just fully just whip, whoop, right? And Quentin makes a play. That's why he got his money from the New York Jets, right? So, you know, the one thing I really noticed as I was cutting up this film is that, you know, some of the blocking up front, especially in the red zone, needs to improve. But, you know, it just is what it is. Like I said, the defensive front for the New York Jets, they're nothing to laugh about. I know it's the New York Jets, y'all, but they aren't soft. Like, they got some animals in their defensive interior, right? So it was going to be a battle in the trenches like we spoke about as we went through our scouting report. Now, on this play, if you watched my live stream when I was at the game, I called this play out. I called this play out. For those who do not believe me, go watch my game when I'm about the game, calling this play out. And I said Jake Ferguson touchdown, 87, 87, 87 touchdown, right? Because I was just looking at the matchup, and what you're going to have is you're going to have Jalen Tolbert run this corner route, and then you're going to have Jake Ferguson go out into the flat. Now, I think the original read for Dak was to go with Ferg, right? So that's why I was kind of screaming it loudly. But what happens, I believe this is Sauce, right? So boom, Sauce is now on the flat, right? So Sauce is seeing it, bam, it's kind of bagged, right? So he's on outside leverage, meaning that he's forcing Ferguson to be in the inside, and then you have this corner or safety up top is playing inside leverage, so Jalen Tolbert should naturally just have the outside right there. But if you watch closely, what does Sauce do? He drifts a little bit. He's going to drift just slightly right there. And when he does that, it looks like he wants to bite up on this corner route. And Dak says, you know what? I'm just going to go to my tight end. And Jake Ferguson is a big boy. You get Jake Ferguson the ball, and you don't want no problems. And that's a touchdown. And Jay Tuck called that directly on Cam. You can look it up. You can look it up. I said it before the play even happened, right? That's the power of film watching. But good blocking up front and good patience from Dak, right? Because I feel like Sauce was trying to bait Dak into that corner, and Dak was like, nah, I'm just going to go to my tight end underneath and let my big boy make a play, which he did. On this next play right here, you'll see CD and Goat come in motion, right? Come in motion, and then so it's going to be a handoff to Deuce. Now, even though this play didn't get a lot of yards, this is setting something up, right? Because think about this. Look at this play. Boom, he hands off to Deuce. If Dak pulls this, he's off to the races. You pretty much have CD as a blocker, even though he's not the best blocker. And that's a whole lot of green going into the end zone right there, right? So I feel like this is a play we could see again where Dak might actually pull it, because this defensive end, he comes crashing down hard. This is John Franklin. Watch how hard he comes crashing down on this, which is why he was able to make a play. If Dak would have pulled this, it'd have been off to the races. So look at Deuce get some carries. That's why I just think that, the Cowboys are still trying to find their rhythm when it comes to the running back room. Like, who's going to be the guy? Because you have Rico, you have Deuce. They just got rid of Roe Jones. So Hunter Luepke is probably going to be the guy outside of that. So, someone's going to step up, but there's going to be an opportunity to go and find the end zone, because, a lot of people turn their nose up at Ezekiel Elliott, but let's not make no mistakes about it. Zeke was always getting the end zone. So on this play right here, come out in a 3-by-1 set. Now, I will say this. We'll keep an eye on this, because I know a lot of you in the chat's been asking, but you have single high safety, boom, right? You have one-on-one versus Michael Gallup. And I like Sauce. I'm a Sauce fan. I love the kid. But red zone, big play Gallup, I got to take this matchup. And for some reason, the Cowboys just wasn't taking that matchup. But we'll pay more attention to it. So on this play right here, what really happens is that he just goes underneath to Tony Pollard, and there wasn't really anything there. There was really no shot to take besides the check down to Pollard. But me personally, I've seen Michael Gallup go over the top in the end zone and snag that ball down so many times. I got to give him the opportunity, especially since he paid the man. But on this play right here, it was just nowhere really to go, right? There's nowhere really to go, but you kind of got to see, all right, man, big on big. I trust my guy versus trusting your guy. On this play right here, once again, you'll see him lined up. You have CD come in motion. So a bunch. And good route by CD. Good route by CD. Almost catches it. I think it bounces off the defender's helmet last minute. Now, what really happens on this play, because I think this was the proper read, our guy Terrence, right here. I think that's big Franklin Myers right there. But man, Terrence was not a good rep from Terrence. It's not a good rep from Terrence, right? But like I said, the Jets have bodies in the trenches, and they can do a lot of different things. And Terrence just has a rough day on this play, and Dak just has to get rid of it. You got the defender falling at Dak's legs and all. you got to just get the ball out your hands, right? But even with CD, caught it. I don't know what's to catch it anymore at the NFL level. CD thought he caught it. Possible catch, but, like I said, good read. The opportunity was there. On this next play, now it looks like what they're really trying to do is come with the play action and get backside. Let me make sure it's this right play. That's the same play, duh. On this play right here. So they come out in 13 personnel. And right here, I feel like there was opportunity for Tony Pollard to get on the outside and bounce outside. But our guy, Tyler Biadasz, he loses his rep. And then that's why the defender was able to make a play. Let's watch it from the end zone angle. Boom. So yeah, Tyler right there in the middle. Can't keep him engaged. Just makes a play. But I feel like if Tony Pollard was able to bounce on the outside, he would have made a hell of a play. But like I said, I'm not too concerned now. Here's where I'll say there's going to be some opportunity, right? These are 2 reps back to back from Rico, right? When you're running in the trenches, I need to see some momentum. And I just feel like there's a little momentum on this play right here, but we're just not used to not having Zeke out there. And we all know if there's anything that Zeke's going to make you do, he's going to make you feel each and every run. So I feel like Rico does have that burst, but it's just like, can we see it on a consistent basis? And there's just like, it's nothing to be really afraid of, right? Who's going to be that punishing, bruising back that's going to make you be afraid? And like I said, I think Hunter Luepke is going to be that guy. But even right here, he gets stopped at the point of contact. Gets stopped at the point of contact, right? So who is going to be that guy? And like I said, I think it's time that the Dallas Cowboys fully unleash Hunter Luepke. And on this last play right here, this should have been a touchdown. So what you're going to see is Jalen Tolbert. He's going to come into motion. And then Jalen Tolbert is probably trying to run a natural like rub route, right? So you can have Ferguson kind of curl out to this corner route. And it would have been wide open, but this guy was able to get down to the flat to cover Tony Pollard. So since he wasn't getting bumped by this defender or this rub route, it took away the flat, because I think that was the first read. And then Dak kind of just sells it just a tad bit on this corner route. But like I said, I'm still not concerned by it, because I feel like next time Dak's going to make this play. Simple throw. He just got a little too antsy, put a little bit too much sauce on it, and Ferguson couldn't reach out to get it. Just watch it one more time. See, watch it from this angle right here. See, if you would have got this defender caught up in this garbage, you would have had Tony Pollard wide open, but he was able to get that release freely through all that. So the flat was taken care of. Boom, he's already on it. But Ferguson whoops him on that route. It's open, just a little too much sauce on it, right? But like I said, overall, y'all, I am not concerned about the red zone offense. I know the national media is going to try to pinpoint that as the biggest struggle. I don't think it is at this point. I just think there's always going to be areas to improve, and I feel like the Dallas Cowboys is going to work on it, man. So comment, like, subscribe. Follow me on all social media platforms at jtuck151. If you like film breakdowns, if you like draft videos, if you like Cowboys content, you are in the right spot. So I want everyone to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged, and go Cowboys. Peace.